welcome to Movie Reviews by South to Normal with your host, me, Michael Soren. Coming at you today with 2 reviews. That is the new format, multiple reviews per episode to get to that 10-minute mark. You know, I struggled to talk too much about each movie for about 10 minutes. It's kind of boring. So we're gonna double it up. I'll give you a shorter, more compact review per movie, and we'll combine them and we'll see how it goes. Been a minute since I've been here. Had some stuff I had to do. I had a mental break, and then the theater near me closed. So now I have to drive like an hour plus just one way just to see any movie. So I gotta really pick and choose, or really hope they start sending me those screener DVDs I keep asking for, or links or whatever, what have you. Fingers crossed that happens. However, today we got 2 for you. Up first is Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. This is, of course, based on the game Dungeons and Dragons, which when I first heard they were doing that, I was like, how are you going to make this movie? How? I don't understand. Like, because Dungeons and Dragons is played in the collective minds of the players per instance. It's not like everyone does the same thing, but this, they did it, and here we are. Brief synopsis is like: a charming thief and a band of unlikely characters must undertake on an epic heist to retrieve a lost relic, but things go awry and run afoul when they run into the wrong people. That basically describes any Dungeons and Dragons adventure. I've never played it. Most people think I have, but I never have. I guess I give off that vibe of someone who played Dungeons and Dragons. I will say I wouldn't be against playing it. One of my favorite episodes of Community is the first Dungeons and Dragons episode, not the second. Second one's okay, but it felt too forced. I love Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Make sure you have the DVDs, otherwise you can't watch it streaming. It's just unfortunate circumstance, but it's very surprisingly good. Surprisingly, like I was expecting. It's like, oh my God, this movie. But they didn't take themselves too seriously. They saw the task at hand and they chose to make it more comedic and lighthearted, and it paid off. It's almost like a live action Shrek, if you would. That's like the vibe I got. And not so much like a Lord of the Rings adventure. Both great movies, don't get me wrong, but that's the vibe. It was more Shrek than Lord of the Rings. And it's a great adventure. You'll have fun watching this if you can like get in the right mindset, which was hard for me to do initially because I was so like this is gonna be bad. But I was able to suppress that when I started noticing, like, oh, they're not taking themselves too seriously with this, and that's awesome because it paid off well. The sword, yeah, I don't even know what the hell I was saying there. S words, apparently. It's just a blast of a blockbuster, if you will. Like, it wasn't really a blockbuster. Supposed to be, but I don't think it will be. It'll get the job done. That's what it'll do. It'll be a good time. It'll help you forget some things. It'll help you just relax and just immerse yourself into this world. And it wasn't too long either. 2 hours plus, like 10 minutes, maybe less if you get rid of the credits. It was not like it has just the energy that you go on in this adventure is what makes it. Like, it's not like down, it's not crazy up the whole time. Perfect energy, perfect. But again, it was done safely. It was done, which isn't bad. It's just they didn't go crazy with it because they understood the assignment. And I think that's where we're at in these days is video game movies, board game movies, whatever you want to call them, when they first started happening, people didn't understand the assignment because they didn't play the games, they didn't read the books, they didn't do this stuff. They were just getting like, oh, I signed up to make this movie. It's based on this popular thing. Cool. But now we got the people who played the games and read the books and all that stuff making the movies, and you can tell there's a difference, and it's great. I feel like maybe we're shifting in a direction where video game movies will be good, board game movies could be good. I don't know. We'll see. But this movie, worth your time. Go see it. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts were. Let me know if you want me to explain any of my thoughts down below. Just leave me a comment of something ridiculous and I'll respond. Who cares? Thank you for that one. On to the next. Before I get there, I got to do a plug for myself. I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to try to post these videos weekly, multiple videos. If not, will come out the next week if I don't get my one done. So subscribe to get those notifications. Click the bell. Get thumbs up if you like what I'm throwing down. But on to the next review, we got Mr. Jonathan Wick the Fourth. John Wick Chapter 4 out in theaters now. And man, it piles on everything you expect and then some. And it's just, it was good. It was probably one of the better sequels for this franchise. It's just crazy how this has kept going, and crazy what they were able to do with it. It's so elaborately choreographed, and it's just, the stunts are so phenomenal. This movie amplifies the need for a stunt Oscar. They don't get enough credit for the stunts in this world, the stuff they're able to do to our amusement and what they're able to pull off for our amusement. These people like what they're doing, and John Wick is just an example of, we need that award. They need their recognition in the limelight of the public so people can understand. It's just it was almost borderline epic, this movie. It's close to 3 hours, if not over. I think it's like 255, 256. That might be its only downside, is its length. But I mean, I like longer movies. I can sit through them, no problem. Sat through Avatar, loved it. Didn't feel long. I can't wait for this 9-hour Avatar cut that's coming out for the third one, supposedly. It's just, it's going to make you're going to lose your breath in this movie. It is just, oh man, it'll make you winded. It's so long and just going. And the score, great score. The electronica rock-esque score. I don't know what you call that. In the 80s, it was called synth, but it's not 80s music. It's got everything you want, man. Action, humor, great landscape shots, body count out the like up high out the ass. John Wick the Fourth is well worth the price of admission. John Wick fans are gonna love it if you haven't seen it already. Check it out. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. John Wick and Dungeons and Dragons. See them now or catch them when they start streaming. You won't be disappointed. Two great movies. Oh, great's a big word. Two good movies to start my foray back into reviews here today. No downers. Next episode will have a downer, unfortunately. I don't like giving bad reviews. Don't like doing it, but I gotta do it. Not everything can be a banger. So you guys are awesome. Thanks for tuning in. I'm back doing this. Subscribe, follow along. Click that bell so you know when it's coming out. Peace, guys. You guys rock.